Just Connington PVS 101. Today's video, we're going to review one of my most anticipated masterpieces of this year, Despicable Me 4. So after I watched Despicable Me 4, what do you think about the movie overall? This movie's a masterpiece! One of the greatest movies of the year so far. I love everything about the movie. I love the characters, story, visuals, everything about this movie is pure Oscar-worthy masterpiece. Go see Despicable Me 4. It is one of the greatest movies of all time. Stay tuned for more Shot Counting 10 PBS 101 videos right now and get totally despicable. I got you really good in the start of the video. Sorry about that, but I was just dressed up as Gru's new outfit, his suburban disguise outfit, because of he's wearing his new outfit from the new movie I just saw in theaters of today on July 3rd, which I saw Despicable Me 4, which I had to wear this Gru's new outfit, his pink outfit, his Chet Kennington outfit, because originally I wanted to find his iconic jacket, his black jacket, but unfortunately I can't find his jacket somewhere because my house is a little messy. But on the bright side, at least I could wear Gru's brand new outfit for the new movie I'm about to see and about to review. So I'll let you guys know. But anyways, hello superheroes and supervillains. It's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to a new recent video on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys doing very well recently. And today's new video I'm going to make on my YouTube channel, and I just saw a brand new movie in cinemas this year. That's right, people. I saw a brand new movie in theaters. And what new movie show I'm going to do a movie review on is the newest installment of the franchise, and is the fourth one of the most iconic animated franchise of the 21st century. And that movie I'm going to do a movie review on is Despicable Me 4. Yes, people, today's brand new movie review I'm going to do a review on is Despicable Me 4. And this movie was released on July 3rd of 2024 this year. And this movie was directed by Chris Revive, the guy who directed Despicable Me 1 and Despicable Me 2. And the same director who directed the Lorax and the Secret of Pets films. Now he's back directing Despicable Me 4. Welcome back, Chris Revived. And this movie stars some famous actors and actresses like Steve Carell as Gru once again, Kristen Wiig as Lucy, Miranda Cosgrove as Margot, Joey King as Poppy Prescott, Will Ferrell as Maxie Lamos, Sofia Vergara as Valentina, and Chris Revive, the director of Despicable Me 4, as Principal Überschlecht. And so the plot for Despicable Me 4, it takes place after the events of the third Despicable Me movie, Despicable Me 3, after Drew finally became a supervillain and he took Gru's minions and his airship away and floated into the night while he's continuing his family business, while Lucy and Gru are trying to go after Drew, but it did not happen in the next movie. But in this movie, the plot is, after Gru stopped the villain Balthazar Brat in the third movie, in this movie, Gru and Lucy and the girls have a nice, normal life, and then there's a new family member that joined the Gru family, is none other than Gru and Lucy's newborn son, Gru Jr. Yep. Gru and Lucy had a newborn baby named Gru Jr. While Gru is trying to have a nice bonding with his newborn son, Jr., while Jr. doesn't care about his newborn father, while Jr. does not care about his father, Gru, but then later on, out of nowhere, Silence Ramsbottom the leader and director of the Anti-Villain League, finally came back in the fourth movie after he'd been completely been retired and replaced by Miss Valdimentry in the third movie. But now he is officially back at the AVL. Go to Gru's house and then warns Gru and Lucy because of there's a new villain that broke out of prison that Gru recognized him from the past. And that new villain Gru knew from the past called this new villain named Maxime Lamar. That's right, me. Because I'm the only new character, the new villain of the movie that I broke out of prison because of I'm going to get my revenge on my old nemesis named Gru because of during the very beginning of Despicable Me 4, I was become the most beloved student of Lycée Parbon. I was almost got my trophy, but then my old nemesis Gru ruined my reputation. I got arrested by the Anti-Villain League, and then I broke out of prison. Now I'm going to get my revenge on Gru, and I'm taking his baby away. Because now I'm getting my revenge on Gru because of he humiliated me. That's right, he humiliated me from my talent show, a nice great talent show. And now I'm taking his baby away and turn him to a cockroach. That's right, Gru. I'm going to get out of prison again and took your baby again and turn to a cockroach. Maxime! What are you doing to Sean PVS Wonder's movie review of my movie Despicable Me 4? You better not interrupt his review of my movie. He was trying to explain about what the plot is about until you interrupted out of nowhere about explain about yourself, what happened to your troubled past during our high school reunion at Lycée Parbon. And then you, out of nowhere, you explain about the motivation to go kidnap my son Junior and turn him into a cockroach. You better get out of his video right now, Maxime. No, Gru, I'm trying to explain to the viewers about what happened to me going on in our movie about what happened to Maxime Lamar, why he want to break out of prison to go after the baby. You better mind your own business, ball loser with the dead bulb. Maxime, get out of Sean's video review right now. He's making a movie review. Well, fine, Gru, but this is not over once again. I will get my another revenge on you. Yet again, I will going to kidnap your baby once again and turn to another cockroach form. Oh, you better not do that again, Maxime. Fine, Gru. I'm getting out of Sean PVS Wonder's review. I'm out. Ugh, what a jerk. I'm so sorry, Sean PVS Wonder for interrupting the video because it's not my fault. It was Maxime Lamar's fault because trust me, Sean, he's a real jerk. But continue the review, Sean. Keep explaining about what the plot is all about for Despicable Me 4. Thank you, Gru. But anyways, there's a new villain that broke out of prison while trying to go after Gru, that Gru recognized this new villain from the past. His name is Maxime Lamar, voiced by the talented actor Will Ferrell. Yep, Will Ferrell, better known as Megamind, starring in this movie as Maxime Lamar. Maxime Lamar is this new villain from this movie, was voiced by Will Ferrell. Yep, Megamind is starring this movie. He is this new character who is this flamboyant, like, French rich boy that broke out of prison because of, during the beginning of the fourth Despicable Me movie, he wants revenge on Gru because of, like, during the beginning of the movie, when Gru arrested Maxime Lamar from the AVL during the Lycée Parbon Golden Lion Night, because of Maxime broke out of prison going after Gru and the whole family because of Maxime wants revenge on Gru because of what happened between both of them from the past when they went to high school together at Lycée Pompon. Later on, Silence Ramsbottom take Gru, Lucy, Margot, Edith, and Agnes, and then the three minions, Phil, Ralph, and Ron, to this new town and new location called Mayflower because of the whole Silence Ramsbottom take the whole Gru family into the safe house, in the AVL safe house in this new town called Mayflower, and then Silence Ramsbottom give the Gru family their new names because they're going on hiding mode because of they want to go to the safe house to go on undercover because of the new villain Maxime Lamont is going after the Gru family because Maxime wants to kidnap his son, Gru's newborn son, Junior. And then Silence Ramsbottom give them new secret identities names, and then the names are changed because right now they have brand new names because right now they have new names for their undercover mode. Gru's new name is Chuck Cunningham. Lucy's new name is Blanche. Agnes's new name is Brittany. Margot's new name is Bree. And Edith's new name is Blair. Yep, they got some new identity names for their undercover mode. So yeah, while the Gru families try to enjoy themselves in this new town called Mayflower because of Gru sells solar panels as Chuck Cunningham. Lucy is working at a hair salon at a fancy hair salon as Blanche. Edith and Agnes go to this like karate school as Brittany and Blair. And then Margot's go to a junior high school at Mayflower High School as Bree. And then while he tried to meet some new friends, and then Gru met a teenage neighbor named Poppy Prescott, voiced by Joey King, because Poppy Prescott is this new character that voiced by Joey King, who is his Gru's teenage neighbor that wants to become a supervillain like Gru, because of Poppy Prescott wants to bring Gru on a heist because Gru wants to teach Poppy to become a supervillain because she wants to become a villain like Gru because of she's a major fan of villainy. Then she wants to become a supervillain. Then that wanted to pull off a heist because of she wants to blackmail Gru because of Poppy wants to go to Lycée Pompon School of Villainy to steal the school mascot, which is this honey badger character that she wants to steal and go to the school. So yeah, while Gru is trying to take Poppy to go to Lycée Pompon to steal the honey badger, meanwhile the Silence Ramsbottom to bring the Gru's minions to the AVL and turn the minions into Mega Minions, these super-powered minions, like the Minions version of The Incredibles. And then Silence Ramsbottom turned into those superhero minions called the Mega Minions, and to give it a little test, to do some little superhero tests, and then later on the experiment had failed. So yeah, now it's up with Gru off the mission with Poppy, and then while the minions are working for the AVL, and now it's up with Gru is trying to bond with Junior, and then Maxime Lamont is going after Gru to get the baby from him. And that's the plot for this movie. There's nothing to say. So after I watch Despicable Me 4 in cinemas/theaters and later on digital, what do you think about Despicable Me 4 after I watch it in theaters and later on digital? What do you think about the movie overall? After I watched that movie, I gotta say for this movie, personally, I don't find Despicable Me 4 not that bad in my opinion. Is this movie's the best one of the franchise? Personally, no. But I still really enjoy Despicable Me 4 for what it is as a fan, because I don't find Despicable Me 4 not that bad in my opinion. I personally had a good time and a fun time watching this movie because I am personally a major fan of Despicable Me. And I gotta say, I really love all the Despicable Me movies. That's right, I love them all. And I just really, really enjoy all the movies. I adore the first movie. That first movie was very iconic, and also I really adore the second movie. I thought it was the best one, the Despicable Me sequels. And I really enjoyed Despicable Me 3, in my opinion. I don't find the third one not that bad either, because sure is the third one is a little step down, but personally, I still enjoyed it for what it is. I thought the movie has some fun moments to it. And also, I kind of really enjoy the Minions movie. Like, I find the first Minions movie to be a fun, guilty pleasure, because I know many people are not a fan of the first Minions movie, but I don't find the movie not bad either. It has some little couple flaws, but I enjoy the first Minions movie for what it is. It has some nice, goofy fun. And also, I really love Minions Rise of Gru, because that was a very major step up from the first Minions movie. I do love Minions Rise of Gru. That movie was a lot of fun. But when I heard Universal and Illumination are announcing to make a fourth Despicable Me movie, as a major fan of the franchise, I was like, yay! But do we need a fourth Despicable Me movie? But I am not dreading for it. I was remain optimistic, but I just want to see the fourth Despicable Me movie to be a little bit better than the third movie, because I don't hate Despicable Me 3. I still like Despicable Me 3 as a movie, but I'll admit the third one is a little bit not as awesome, iconic as the first two movies. But I still enjoyed Despicable Me 3, but I would still remain optimistic for Despicable Me 4. Just don't want to get dreading as some people on the internet. I do get that impression where people are coming from, because of some people on the internet were kind of get bored and tired of one movie from the franchise gets another sequel and then another one. Many people are getting into like franchise fatigues, which I do get that impression. Sorry about my terrible coughing. But anyways, I do understand why people are a little tired of movie franchises kind of gone too long when they announce too many sequels each year. But I do understand why many people are getting a little tired or getting little eyes rolled when a new movie sequel was announced. I do understand that impression. But I'm not going to dreading over Despicable Me 4, because I know I feel a little hesitant at first, but I just want to rather keep my optimistic as a fan. But after I watched Despicable Me 4 in theaters at AMC Cinemas and later on digital, like on Prime, I personally really like Despicable Me 4 a lot. I don't find this movie not that bad, but I don't find this movie not amazing or great, but I like it for what it is. It's good for what it is. It's still not the best franchise. It's not the best one in the franchise. I do have some flaws, but I enjoyed it for what it is. But let's get into my review for Despicable Me 4, shall we? Let's talk about the story. So the story for this movie, we focus Gru's new chapter for his villain family life, and we see Gru and Lucy had a new family member to the team called Gru Jr. While Gru is trying to impress his newborn son Junior, while Junior does not like his father Gru. And then there's a new villain named Maxime Lamal, voiced by Will Ferrell, going after Gru, what happened to him and Maxime in the past. And then Gru met Joey King's character named Poppy, and then the Mega Minions are turned to superpowers. The story for the writing and the story for the movie, it's not the best written story for a Despicable Me movie, but it has a little bit of messy and little predictable moments. Like some plot points can get a little overshadowed some parts of the story, but personally, there's some moments that are a lot of fun to keep engaged for moviegoers and fans alike. But I do like some moments of the story, like moments when Gru is trying to bond with his newborn son, Junior, and then Gru is meeting his teenage neighbor named Poppy, who wants to become a supervillain that pulled a crazy heist at Lycée Pambon, and we see the Mega Minions as superpowers try to become heroes, and then we see Maxime and Valentina wants to go after Gru and take the baby away. Personally, there's some fun aspects to the story, like Gru and Poppy go to Lycée Pambon, Maxime Lamal as a crazy and fun new villain, and then we see the Mega Minions as wannabe superheroes. There's some pretty fun moments to the story, but however, some of the other plot points can go a little overcooked. Like, for example, my only biggest problem for the storytelling and the writing for this movie is, like, there's no heartwarming moments and there's no character bondings between some of the other characters that makes no sense. Like, there's some lack of emotions going on for the story, and instead they focus more on trying to be a funny movie all the time. But I don't find this movie not that bad. I do love the humor of Despicable Me 4, but my only biggest problem for the story of the whole movie is lack of heart and emotions, because of even the other one, the franchise, Minions Rise of Gru, has some bit of touching moments than this. But personally, I don't hate the story, but I find the story to be the weakest of the franchise, because of there's some parts of the story I do like, but others like the girls and Lucy has nothing to do with the plot. They have to focus on their new identity's life, and that's it. I know the story is a major mess for this movie, but I'll admit the story was pretty decent. Sure, there's some unknown plot points that could go out of nowhere, but there's some moments that I could have fun with. But sure, the story for the fourth movie is not the best, but I find the story to be alright at best. As for my thoughts on the animation in this movie was fantastic. I do love the animation for Despicable Me 4 because of, once again, Illumination Entertainment did a phenomenal job making this animation for the fourth movie. I still love the character designs, the character models, and the expressions on the characters when they express their emotions. Also, I love another thing I love about the animation is the backgrounds. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Anyways, one thing I love about the animation in this movie is the new areas and locations for the characters when they go to. I love the new areas and backgrounds for the Despicable Me 4. Like, I do love the new areas like Mayflower. I do love the nice, beautiful mansions, the AVL safe house, the AVL headquarters, and Maxime Lamal's evil lair, and Lycée Pambon's School of Villainy castle. I do love some new areas and locations, both when characters are inside some new places and some characters are outside of new places. I love the new areas. Like, like the Mayflower's grocery store. I do love the city time. The city plays both night and day. I love the animation effects on the lighting and textures and details. I just love the visuals both in day and night. It just looks so beautiful to look at. You have to give the animators at McGough credit for what it has done. Another reason why I really like Despicable Me 4 is the action scenes. Personally, I love the action scenes in Despicable Me 4. I do love some fight scenes of the movie when Maxine Lamal is ready to take down Gru, like during the high school reunion, like during the opening scene when Gru is taking down Maxine Lamal, and we see the AVL agents are ready to we're trying to capture him, and then Maxine Lamal is ready to fight him. That action scene was amazing. Also, I love the chase scenes, like when Lucy and Agnes and Edith are getting away from this crazy Karen character named Melora, what happened to her hair in the hair salon scene, and then we see the action scenes when Gru and Poppy are trying to get that honey badger at Principal Uberschmidt's office, and then they've been chased down by the principal. And then especially the best part has to be Gru versus Maxine Lamal while Gru is rescuing Junior at this destruction building at the climax. The major highlight of the whole movie has to be the third act when Gru is trying to save Junior from Maxine Lamal. Personally, the third act is the one thing that is worth watching, is the climax. The climax for this movie was exciting and a lot of fun and edge of your seat. Personally, I do think the best part of the action scenes has to be the third act when Gru is trying to take down Maxine Lamal. Personally, I do love that climax so much. It is so edge of your seat and very engaging. So yeah, I think the action scenes in Despicable Me 4 are a lot of fun. But as for my thoughts on the characters in Despicable Me 4 are a lot of fun and very charming. But let's talk about Steve Carell yet again as Phenolius Gru. Personally, I love Steve Carell as Gru from the Despicable Me movies. He's probably my favorite character of the whole movies because of Steve Carell's iconic Russian voice. This character was phenomenal because I'm wearing my Phenolius Gru shirt because it said supervillain. I got that shirt on my birthday at August from my lovely Aunt Colleen. That shirt was amazing, but I do really love Gru in this movie because we focus on Gru's new challenge to become a father because he has a newborn son named Junior, because Gru try his best to impress Junior, but then Junior doesn't care about Gru later on, and then during the ending, Gru now loves Junior. I do really love Gru in this movie. I do understand for his character. I was very rooting for his character to win Junior win him back. I do really love the character of Gru. He's still iconic to this day. And also I love his wife Lucy, voiced by Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig did a phenomenal job voicing Lucy because Lucy is trying her best to become a mom to Junior and learn how to control her new life in Mayflower. But I do love Lucy as a character for what it is. And then we have the three orphan girls, Margot, Edith, and Agnes. I still really enjoy the three orphan girls in this movie. I think they're pretty wholesome and very likable. And then we have Gru's minions. Personally, I think the minions are pretty enjoyable in this movie because they become AVL agents and then later on become mega minions, those wannabe superheroes. But personally, I still find the minions to be fun and enjoyable. And then we have the returning characters, like, for example, the return of Silence Ramsbottom, the director of the AVL. Personally, I'm happy to see Silence Ramsbottom back as the AVL's director, because in the third movie, Ramsbottom's retired during the third movie, but replaced by Val Dimentry. But I'm glad he's back in the fourth movie to bring the minions to work at the AVL and to turn into superheroes. And I'm glad to see Ramspotted got some a lot more to do in this movie than some scenes in the second and third movie. Alright, let's talk about the new characters. First, we have Poppy Prescott, voiced by Joey King, who is this Gru's new teenage neighborhood who wants to become a supervillain that wants to pull Gru on a heist to go get that seal the honey badger at Lycée Pabon. Personally, I do like Poppy Prescott. I thought this new character was a lot of fun. Who is this new character wants to become a supervillain that joined to go to school at Lycée Pabon. Personally, I do like Poppy Prescott. I thought she was a very fun character, and Joey King did a great job voicing her. And then we have Poppy Prescott's parents, Pesty and Perry. While they don't have they don't have nothing to do with the story, but the Poppy's parents are pretty decent at best. And then we have the main villain of the movie, Maxime Lamal. If there's watching a new Despicable movie is worth exciting, is these new villains that are going against Gru. And these are the villains that are the most respected and most best parts of their movies. From Vector Perkins in the first movie to El Macho from the second one and Balbazar Brad in the third one. But for Maxime Lamal in the fourth movie, he is such a fantastic villain. I personally love Maxime Lamal because Maxime, the fourth movie, carries on that tradition as the film's best new antagonist to this franchise. Maxime Lamal is this cockroach-themed villain who morphs his body to be like the bug. Alongside of his girlfriend Valentina, Maxime is this new character that wants to get revenge on Gru, what's happened to his high school days. But what makes Maxime Lamal such a fun new villain is his performance by Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell as Maxime Lamal is such a fun villain in my opinion. I really love Maxime Lamal because he's got to be my favorite character of the whole, my favorite new character of the whole movie because Will Ferrell's character. I think Will Ferrell is so good as Maxime. He makes me want to forget about Megamind because I love you Megamind, but I'm more a fan of Maxime Lamal. Lol. I just really love Maxime Lamal because he is such a fantastic and fun villain because I just really love his nice design of the movie because he is this like cockroach themed villain that morphs his body into a cockroach. I just really love his cockroach form because how fantastic and very creative this design was because I actually have an action figure of his cockroach form when I went to see this movie and I got this figure. Such a cool design. Also, I love his girlfriend assistant Valentina, voiced by Sofia Vergara. She was good, but I think Maxime Lamal was the only best part of the movie because how fantastic Will Ferrell's performance is. Because he did a great job voicing Maxime Lamal because he's a magnificent villain. And for other characters like Principal Uberschmidt, voiced by the director Chris Ravine. Personally, Principal Uberschmidt was not the best new character of the movie, but I do like Principal Uberschmidt. She was a pretty decent character, not gonna lie. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. Well, it's not my favorite one of the Despicable Me franchise, but I really like this movie for what it is. And also for my thoughts on the humor. The humor was pretty solid, not gonna lie. I know it's not the best one in the franchise, but I think there's some pretty funny moments. But I'm not gonna spoil what happened in some scenes, but I'll admit it has some pretty funny moments, like some Minions moments, like with Ron, for example, stuck in the vending machine. I feel bad for Ron stuck in a vending machine because he wants to be free because he wants to get some candy, but then he got stuck throughout the movie. I feel bad for Ron. Also, I just like some funny moments, like in the gas station scene when Maxime is trying to fuel up his Roach vehicle and then his car is not working. Man, that's how I describe gas station in America in a nutshell. So yeah, I personally really enjoyed Despicable Me 4 because I do like this movie for what it is. Sure, it's not the best one of the franchise because of I do have some flaws. For example, like the story, for example, is not the best one of the franchise because I find the story and the writing to be a little messy and underwhelming. And also some characters have nothing to do throughout the movie, like Margot. I do like Margot, but Margot in this movie, she been sidelined throughout the movie because she has nothing to do, no bonding with Gru. But other characters had no purpose, like Melora. Like Melora is like this like crazy Karen Cruella de Vil character I don't care about. And another character I do not like, I don't care about, is Sensei, that's karate teacher character. He's kind of a bit mean-spirited and a little jerk to Agnes, which I don't like. Overall, despite some flaws of the movie, overall, while Despicable Me 4 is not the best one of the franchise, while it's not as awesome or iconic as Despicable Me 1 or 2, or not as exciting as Despicable Me 4, but in my opinion, I do like Despicable Me 4 more than the third movie, in my opinion, because I do like Despicable Me 3 a bit more than the third movie, because at least it has some bit of improved aspect to the movie. But overall, Despicable Me 4 is a pretty solid fourth movie in the franchise with pretty decent storytelling, very likable characters, very fantastic voice acting, and a fantastic fun new villain to the franchise. Also, for my opinion on the soundtrack is fantastic. I love the soundtrack and score for Despicable Me 4. My favorite song of the whole movie has to be Pharrell Williams' Double Life. That song is so fantastic, easily the best part of the whole movie, how amazing this song is. Pharrell Williams' Double Life is a fantastic, fun new song to the franchise, easily my favorite one in the series so far, because Double Life is a fantastic song in general. Overall, I give Despicable Me 4 a solid 8 out of 10. While it's not the best one in the franchise, but personally, I still really like Despicable Me 4 for what it is. Well, that's it for my movie review on Despicable Me 4. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Give me a like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Comment down below with this movie review on Despicable Me 4. And also, what's your opinion on the movie? Did you like it or did not like it? Comment down below and share your opinions in the comments. And who is your favorite character of Despicable Me 4? Mine is Gru, Poppy Prescott, and Maxine Lamal. And share your favorite characters down below, and I'll see you in the next video and get totally freak free!